Hi everyone, let's start this week's community review. Thank you for sending your pairs, thank you for being a part of this Trading Steps community, and I really appreciate your participation. So let's quickly jump straight into some basic fundamentals. What I mean are the news actually. So for today we have a holiday in the USA, so during your usual high volume sessions during London and New York, today we don't expect too much movement, and I really recommend just to skip any kind of trades today. And for this week we will have some red news. During red news, you know what to do. Just stay away from the market. So if for example you are going to take a trade like this, yeah, and news are coming out, you know, during next candle, then maybe you should consider just skipping the trade, because if the news are pretty important, pretty big, the price can just gap above your stop loss, and instead of losing 1 hour you can lose like 1.5 hour and so on. Or even if you are in profit a bit, price can gap and then make some megaphone moves and stop you out. So yeah, the only instance where I am personally okay with being in the trade while the news are coming out is maybe if price is in profit here, if this is an entry point, then I know that I'm still pretty much protected against big news driven moves. So tomorrow some red news, so just open your economic calendar and every day just look through it and see what do you have for this day, and of course try to trade during high volume sessions like London and New York. Now let's go straight into pairs that you sent me. So let's start with USD GPY. Yeah, by the way, GPY pairs, they are the only pairs I liked during the start of the new year, because the market for now, they were pretty slow, to be honest. But yeah, I shared some ideas and you know they worked like really well. So the zone held really nicely and the structure held. So let's see what USD GPY did. Let me delete my previous ideas. So it was really bullish during previous year, but then in the end of the previous year it started to shift structure, and we even shifted on weekly. So we have been in this big bullish flex on weekly and shifted with this candle to the bearish side, and now on daily it created like really nice wave form structure, which I really do like, with clean moves, clean breaks, some pullbacks, and like zones that really held. So in this case the zone was bigger, that was mitigated, and in this case the zone was mitigated, grabbed some liquidity and then went to a new low. So in this instance right now we have a new range, a new bearish range, which is this one, new bearish flag with this protected high, and my expectation is for this zone to hold. And yeah, so my first expectation is this, and go down to this new low. Then we can make like average size pullback and go lower, or we can mitigate the zone, refine zone. You can use this bigger one or smaller one and look for shorts. Until this high is holding, we are good to go for shorts based on daily time frame. And what I will be looking for, it's just for structural shifts on my lower time frames. So this is for USD JPY. And by the way, I had caught this move on GBP JPY. They are of course pretty much correlated, like entity JPY GPP, yeah, JPY USD JPY. So I had some break evens and then caught this really nice 5R and 7R trades during this wave. I will break down it for my one-on-one students, but for everyone who is in the community, the setup was really easy. So we had just these shifts, really nice clear zones, market mitigated. I tried to follow it here, but it was just consolidating. And then when the market went, I just used my lower time frames for exact same entry like here, so like a fractal based entry. Now let's go to GBP USD. So USD pair, GBP USD, Euro USD, I don't like them very much right now, because they, in my opinion, don't have clear price action right now. Because look at this. So compare this price action, for example, to the price action we see here. So we see clear moves, clear shifts, and then here we just see this really ugly move, not even an impulse, with lots of wicks, with no clear breaks of structure and so on. So formally, yeah, we can say that GBP USD is overall bullish. Why? So I will base my view on daily time frame. So from the moment we had this break of structure, we moved like this. We had a move, pullback, bullish move, bullish move, bullish move, and then one break to the downside. So this zone is still holding. So overall we are bullish, and we even shifted bullish on lower time frames, like 4 hours. As you see, we went bullish, bullish, bullish. So this place could be a nice bullish opportunity. However, for me, because of how ugly the price action looks and this box like price action, I would recommend to maybe wait for a clearer break on daily. But if you are okay with working with lower time frames, then I think this 4 hours price action is decent, but not high quality. Okay, not high quality price action. So overall bullish for GBP USD, but not really clean. Then we had you sent me Ethereum USD. So for Ethereum, I have this long-standing idea on my page about Ethereum and Bitcoin, the idea that they are in a shitty market condition, and everything we have had and we have now is this bearish range with this big zone. So now I would wait. So if I want to wait for a bullish price action, we need to understand that we are still bearish, still very rangy. So we are in a huge box, but formally we are bearish with huge number of days of inside structure, and overall I'm bearish. But because we are bullish on on lower time frames, if I want to sell, I want to see these breaks to the lower side. And if I want to buy, I would rather wait for at least one break to the bullish side. But based on what we have on weekly, so yeah, this can be an accumulation right now. So I understand that many people are looking for bullish price action, and it can be because we had this shift. So this monthly time frame, we had this shift, we had this zone, and right now we are in here. But even with that, we are really bearish on weekly, bearish on daily, and because of that I'm expecting more like redistribution and not accumulation into these higher prices, to be honest. If it will make this break, I'm okay, to be honest, with shifting for bullish buys, but right now it's bearish because of this and this for me. And my expectation is this kind of price action to last for some time more. So same situation with BTC USD. Let's have a look at Euro CAD. So on monthly, we have this huge bearish leg. So overall bearish on monthly. On weekly, mitigating, so we had this break, mitigating this zone, so also bearish on weekly, bearish on monthly, a bit rangy on daily, and yeah, so my bias for this pair is to have lower prices, but for that I would want to see at least some shifts, maybe at least on 4 hours, you know, because interesting. So right now we have this shift, so price was moving up, then made this shift down, shift up. We had this shift that really held, and we are still inside here. So overall, based on structure, is bearish, but this market does not have clear zones. You know, pay attention, for example, to this move. We have a clear move, clear zone, mitigation, and continue to new highs. But here, the impulse that broke. So we had this one, then we had this like bullish, and this impulse that broke it. It is interrupted by this bullish candle, by this wicked candle. So again, I don't like these boxes. If your strategy allows you to do it, then that's fine. But for me, I would better wait for some clear price action. Okay, so EuroCAD for me is not tradable at the moment. Then dollar index is just bearish. You see, it was bullish, then shifted bearish and started to hold. It shifted bearish and started to hold bearish structure. Holds, breaks, and a new bearish structure. So it's bearish until this point is broken. It can continue just to the bearish side or make a pullback into this zone. Then it's possible to be more bearish from this zone. So until 105 holds, it's bearish for me. So very easy for dollar index for now. Now let's switch to gold. For gold, we have a bullish structure. I shared some vision and some ideas for a bullish structure on gold. As you can see on my page, I was looking for overall bullish moves. As always, I'm sharing more conservative way. So I was waiting for a deeper mitigation, but it just continued to hold the range and started to grow even more. And similar ideas, but I think on other time frames. So you can first of all go and check gold ideas, these zones, how they held, how the price action worked from there. And right now the bullish side still remains, so nothing changed. We still have this daily legs holding, and we have a relatively clear and relatively nice structure on daily. But don't forget, today is not trading day, so maybe check this zone tomorrow for bullish price action. Someone asked if it's okay to sell, for me, not really, because we are in this bullish movement, bullish price action, and of course weak hands, they will try to sell all these levels. They will see all this movement, they will tell that it's overbought, and will try to sell. But in reality, you see, sells are not a good option right now based on what the gold did, because all the sells, they were in fact just ranges with liquidity building and liquidity grabbing and continuation. So for me, the most optimal decision will be to use this, and this zone. Yeah, so this is all for the weekly review. Remember that usually the overtrading is a big issue for us. So, and usually the trader is the problem, not the strategy. So try to filter as many trades as you can, and just have less and less trades. See the quality of your setups. Try to separate what how your bad setups look, how your good setups look, how your best setups look, and try to stick to your best high quality setups. Because even if you're trading the simplest strategies like trend lines, support and resistance, whatever, it will always be a separation somewhere between average setups of the strategy and high quality setups. So for example, for me, if I'm trading like impulses, retraces, supply and demand zones, when I see something like this, for me it's a low quality impulse because of this slowing down, and though it held the overall move, for me it's not that tradable. This is like a small example. Okay, see you all in the chat. Thanks again for sending your pairs.